4,855. Believe it or not, that mountain of plush toys coming from Saturday night's annual Teddy Bear Toss at the Walleye game, surpassing last year's total collection. Toys are going to local charities, Lucas County Children's Services, the Marine Corps Toys for Tots campaign, as well as the Salvation Army. Walleye fan base's generosity continues to shine during the Christmas season.
You know, it just seemed like they kept coming and coming and coming, which was just an amazing opportunity to see, again, how much this community cares and supports, you know, those around them. So we'll be having our distribution next week. We're servicing almost 4,000 children, so the parents will be able to pick out that perfect, you know, stuffed animal or smushable that the children love, you know, the exact one their children would like. And so we're excited to be able to be a recipient of these so that we can pass them out to the children in our community.
It was insane. I didn't think it was ever going to stop, but again, we saw the Bears in the crowd leading up. It took a little bit longer to score a goal than we would have liked, but I think the anticipation built up, and it was actually really, really cool to see on the ice. Our fans, when we say Teddy Bear Toss, they look forward to it every single year. They bring so many out. We have suites that are filled with them, and they throw all of them onto the ice. We're so appreciative knowing that we can give back to our community, and all these Bears are going to have a nice home for the holiday season.
Matt Melzak joins us now, and Matt, obviously you're on the call Saturday night during that Griffin Ness, the goal. The cool thing about that is the players love this just as much as everybody else does.
Yeah, and you know what? We got to do a really cool thing there. Jordan was on the broadcast with me, and hats off to him. He threw the skates on, jumped out there on the ice, interviewed some of the players. I got a chance to get their live kind of feedback from how cool it was while they were picking up the stuffed animals off the ice. It really is. Each and every year we seem to go even bigger and bigger and higher, and that number keeps growing and growing and growing every time. It's amazing. It's a testament to the great local community here, what they do, and the hockey world that comes down to support an event like this, because there's a lot of children in the local area that they're going to be very happy when we get to the Christmas time because of the fact of that donation that happened on Saturday night.
Close to 5,000 toys cleaned up off the ice, ready to go in under 12 minutes. That is a model of efficiency.
That is a model of efficiency. That's the staff. What they do is amazing down there. I know we've talked about them so many times, but that Walleye staff, they really, they set it up. They know, hey, this is going to be a monumental thing. They had over 40 people out on the ice. You saw the truck as well, driving around, loading that up. And not only do they get them off the ice, but they've got them back into one of the green rooms in about 5 more minutes. So it's amazing what the staff does to turn that around. So it's not an extremely long process and a hold up in the game.
Walleye taking 5 of 6 points this past week, and Tyler Spezia continues to impress. He's 1 goal away from a career high, but Sam Craggs, another hat trick, as Craggs pulled the hat trick.
Yeah, he did. He pulled the hat trick. I mean, that 8-1 game was something, because it didn't feel like, if you looked at all the peripheral stats, it didn't feel like it was going to be an 8-1 game. But boy, every shot it felt like Toledo took that night was going in the back of the net. Mark Sinclair, you know, he came in with a 1.69 goals against average and jumped up about half a goal just because of the fact of that 8-goal outburst for Toledo, and the fact that he stayed in for all of them, which was tough certainly for him. But when you look at Sam Craggs, was certainly due. He had gone 7 straight games without a point. He was certainly due to have a breakout. Brandon Cruz is really heating up as well right now. I don't think enough people are talking about him and his point production. And then you throw Mitch Lewandowski in with those guys, with the fact that Trenton Bliss was back in the lineup, certainly helped out a lot. It kind of lengthens that lineup a little bit more for Pat Mickish, and it looks like that forward group really responded over the weekend.
Last week we had a Wednesday morning game against Iowa, followed by games on Friday and Saturday against Bloomington. This week, the exact same thing, except it's on the road.
Yeah, it is on the road, and the other caveat is you're going to play Iowa on Friday instead of Bloomington. You do get Bloomington on Saturday, so we got the hook of Bloomington on the way back. Luckily, it's kind of on the way back for the Toledo Walleye. But yeah, they had the morning game against Iowa on the road, so 11:30 start time there. And then obviously the 2 games Friday and Saturday to round out the week. Yeah, we started last week and said, hey, here's the Iowa-Bloomington portion of the schedule. Get ready, because you're going to play them out of 6 games, each team 3 times. And that Iowa team was very good last week. So this is going to be an interesting test coming up on Wednesday.
The Heartlanders getting the shootout overtime victory last week in Toledo. We'll see if the Walleye can't flip the script in Iowa. I want to thank Matt Melzak from the Toledo Walleye for joining us. Matt, thank you once again.
Always a pleasure, Mark.